So what is the big mystery? Well, let me finally tell you. The number one cryptocurrency is... Welcome to a long-awaited episode of Savage Cash. Here with me, Suppoman. Guys, we finally did it! Team Suppoman, thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Without you, none of this would be possible. So today, I am finally going to keep to my end of the deal. I am going to be releasing the number one cryptocurrency that I have gone 90% on. So before we get into that, let's have a quick recap. My number one long-term cryptocurrency opportunity of 2017, that is this. This is going to be a powerhouse coin, a powerhouse platform. I see this being a 50 times gainer on its current price. In at number one, we have the Universal Wallet. This is going to be the game changer of cryptocurrency. It's going to be almost the PayPal of cryptocurrency, the ultimate wallet to have in cryptocurrency. You are actually going to be able to buy cryptocurrency, buy altcoins with fiat currency. In at number one, we have got the Universal Wallet for altcoins. That is likely to bring the masses to cryptocurrency. And it's going to have a social networking element to it too. It's hype, but no one's really talking about it. This needs to be spoken about by more, invested in, by actual people looking for the long term, not just idiot like pump and dumpers. But you heard it first here. There is something amazing that's going to be happening. And when I say announcement, I kind of mean kind of Neo League announcement. So if we can have a quick like spike if you want to find out what this number one cryptocurrency finally is. So what is the big mystery? Well, let me finally tell you. The number one cryptocurrency is... It's... Do I want to say just yet? Let's keep something as a bit of a surprise till after the video. So in today's video, I am going to be looking at a cryptocurrency currently at pre-ICO stage. And this is really to give you a heads up on a cryptocurrency you can get behind at the cheapest price available. And that cryptocurrency is Corito. So they've currently got a token sale, and this one has stayed under the radar, just like my number one cryptocurrency. So in this video, I am going to tell you all about this because this is at a super cheap price right now. So the other day I told you about cryptocurrencies that are going to change the world. Essentially cryptocurrencies that have replicated business models currently working and using it in cryptocurrency land, like InvestFeed, like DTube, like Presearch, and I also told you about some vacant spots as well. And one of those vacant spots was a website like Quora. A monetized website, a cryptocurrency based website like Quora. And that is essentially what Corito is. So before I get into the detail, the positives, the negatives, my final rating, what is Corito in a nutshell? It's essentially crowdsourced Q&A, polls, and forums. Okay, so essentially it's a place where curious people come to find answers. So if any of you are actually users of Quora, essentially it's crowdsourced questions and answers. Somebody, some random person asks a question, and if it's a question that grabs the audience's attention, then lots of people flock to have a look at the answers to that question. Some of these questions are things like, how do you become a millionaire in a year? How do I attract 1 million users to my app? What's Bill Gates like in real life? And essentially people go to the website and they answer these questions, and those answers get upvoted. So essentially it's basically monetizing that. So let's now have a look at the positives of Corito. So it's essentially monetized Q&A. So it's like a cryptocurrency paid version of Quora. So if you go on Quora at the moment, if you answer questions, you can be one of their best writers. You can be one of the best answerers of questions in a certain niche. But so what? What do you actually get from it? A load of people actually use Quora in order to build up their reputation, build up visibility for their websites. So for instance, they would put, you know, their website links and things like that in the answers, and that would get exposure. But in terms of money, there's actually no money they can really make from Quora. So that is where Corito is going to be magnificent and potentially grab all of those people writing amazing answers over to Corito to actually get paid for writing those answers. So it's monetized Q&A. So people actually have an incentive to be on there and to actually contribute on there. There's monetized polls as well, so you can essentially ask anybody anything. If you follow me on Twitter, you will know I'm a massive fan of polls. It's great for getting people's opinions. It's great for seeing what people favor over other options. And so this is going to be monetized polls. So essentially the poster will be the person that gets paid the most because they are creating a post that gets people to actually come and go to the website. So by generating traffic, the poster gets the most and also gets the most for engaging a community. So if it's a very popular poll, then the poster will get a lot of money, but the contributors also get money. Now, the way that tokens are distributed are mainly for contribution. So if you are active on the site, if you're answering questions, if you're asking questions, if you're contributing, and if you're writing answers or writing questions that get more people engaging, then essentially you get paid for being a contributor. In the same respect, if you bring on traffic, then that also will get you paid even more. It's built on the Waves platform. A lot of cryptocurrencies are actually built on Ethereum, but this is where Corito's different. They are built on Waves, and mainly because Waves allows them to be fast and scalable. And then we look at the future. So this has got monetized blogs and monetized polls and also forums. But in the future, they are actually going to be offering online courses. So like Udemy, if you have taken my Udemy course on cryptocurrency, then you will be aware of what an education platform, an online education platform will look like. And Corito are going to be adding that later on after they have built the main functionality of questions and answers, polls and forums. Corito is currently in pre-ICO stage, which means that you can get tokens for literally 5 cents a token, okay? Which gives an awful lot of room for that 5 cents to grow into $1, into $5, into $50. Can you imagine the gains that can be made at buying at 5 cents a token? And then if you don't get involved at pre-ICO stage, then you have to pay 8 to 10 cents. There's a 600 million token supply, which means that the price isn't going to be too volatile. It's on the right side of 1 billion. It's in the mid 9-figure range. That's good because that allows for the cryptocurrency to grow quite nicely and not have too high a volatility. And they are actually going to be burning unsold tokens. They're also going to be burning tokens that aren't used for the team as well. So essentially this over time is going to make the tokens a lot more valuable. The top 20 investors get paid anywhere from 1 million to 200,000 free tokens. So as a bonus for the top investors, the top investor will get 1 million tokens for free. And if you're within the top 20, you get 200,000 tokens. So if this cryptocurrency literally gets to $1, that is 200,000 free money. There's currently a team of 6. There's a developer, there's a UI, UX, user interface designer essentially, there's a marketing person, and this cryptocurrency has an advisor from one of the top 100 coins, and this is one of their most valuable USPs. What also stands in their favor is roadmap. There's quite a long roadmap. So essentially it's looking to have a beta in June next year. They're looking to go live in August next year. And then of course they're going to be adding courses down the line after August next year. And of course in between the ICO and the beta version, they are going to be trying to get on exchanges. And this is going to help the cryptocurrency essentially grow between the ICO and the beta release. So all sounds great so far, doesn't it? But what are the negatives? The negatives of Corito are there's a lack of activity between the ICO and the beta. Okay, so normally when you invest in a cryptocurrency, you are hopeful that things are going to be achieved very quickly between the ICO and the actual live platform. But by getting on exchanges down the line, this should hopefully help them create more value. Team expertise is another negative. So they have got one person in marketing, and within the team, they've got limited people that have worked in big companies. There's limited big company corporation experience, which means that if they're taking on one of the big boys like Quora, which is very much based on user acquisition, if they haven't come from that kind of background, it's not going to be so easy necessarily to compete with them because they don't necessarily have the know-how as to how to compete. with Quora. But hopefully by being a monetized platform, this will bring more people from Quora to Corito. Ultimately, what's required for Corito to really be a powerhouse is worldwide adoption. Now, they need people on a mass scale to come to this cryptocurrency, essentially to make it a sticky platform. What makes cryptocurrencies like Steam work is that it's very sticky. You want to go on there daily, you want to put your blogs on there because you can get money daily and it's very active and people can upvote you. If you don't have the upvotes, you have no incentive to actually be on that platform. So adoption on a mass scale is really pivotal, and they are going to need more emphasis on their marketing team in order to get that adoption. However, having said that, hopefully by having a load of token holders, this is going to create the initial pot of users, and then they are just going to be adding to that incrementally. There's no hardware support by being on the Waves wallet. You can essentially put your tokens in the Waves Lite wallet, but it doesn't actually link up to your Ledger Nano or your Trezor. So there's no actual hardware support at the moment, but they are working on this support. And lastly, they're unproven. This is a great concept in theory, but we haven't seen how this can be taken to in the cryptocurrency world. Writing blogs, that has been very successful, but the whole question and answer service, we haven't seen anything of that. However, that does make them unique at the same time. And also, by the fact things like Steam have worked, taking people away from the traditional forms of social media is actually showing that the concept does work, because people like being paid, and particularly like being paid in cryptocurrency when they come to these new platforms. And if it's sticky and if it's easy to actually earn this cryptocurrency, then all the better. But they are unproven, and you've got to kind of put that into perspective when you are looking to invest. So what is my final rating for Corito? Well, I am giving it 4 stars out of 5. And the main reason for that is because I personally love social networks. And really, I love social networks because they're very sticky. They are things that you can go on a daily basis and actually use. A lot of the cryptocurrencies that are coming out there really are for e-commerce and for mega users and for technical users. For the normal person that just likes to go online, do some social networking, get paid for it without actually needing any cryptocurrency. So will I be investing? Yes. The other day I was saying I was wanting cryptocurrencies in these vacant spots, and this one is smashing it. This is going to be added to the list of social networking sites I think are going to be future powerhouses, such as InvestFeed and Steam. And what is the strategy? Essentially long term. There is a lot to achieve in this, and to make a 3 times gain or even a 10 times gain is pointless. I would be looking at this cryptocurrency for the long term, looking to make about 50 to 100 times my investment. Right, so now that's done. Now it's time for me to keep my promise. You're probably thinking, why did he even take us through this when the whole purpose of this video was to reveal his number 1 coin? Well, because it takes you very nicely to this name here. Yep, that's the one.